Okay, you guys, so I'm down here at the Wild West City property in Atlantic City, checking out our new travel light program, where I saved actually 46% on my hotel for the 3 days that I'm here. But I want to talk a little bit about today about network marketing training, coaching. As you build your residual income, as you build your team, as you work with people, you're gonna, there's some things to learn, there's some things to do. So, hello.
Hi.
So there's some things to learn, there's some things to do, and you have to create, systems actually are what work. If you can create systems, then you can get people to plug in. But I'm only one person. I can't train. Like, I couldn't call 300 people today on my team plus and spend an hour training them. It's impossible. So how do you do that? How do you leverage yourself? How do you leverage your time? Well, you have to have systems. Myself and a whole bunch of other leaders with our company have recorded calls in place. So you basically get people to learn and to get trained without you. So while they're sitting in rush hour traffic, while they're feeding the dog, while they're opening the mail, while they're taking out the garbage, they connect to recorded calls, and then the calls do the teaching and the training and the heavy lifting and the posture and the language and what to say. And then you can do the fill-in part, the polishing and the fine-tuning and the one-on-one time. But you have to let the team be trained, if they're willing to, through systems. And that's the other thing too. This is a volunteer army, so not everyone is going to do what you say. There's personalities, there's, some people come from a sales background, some people don't come from a sales background. Other people have never sold anything in their life. Other people have an employee mentality, an employee mindset. So they are not self-starters. They're not self-motivated. So, as you start essentially a home-based business, you are an entrepreneur. So you have to go from thinking like an employee, which is what the school system teaches, thinking like an employee. So someone tells you what to do, where to be, how high to jump, how much money you can make or earn, versus being an entrepreneur and setting your own schedule, making your own appointments. If something's broken, learning how to fix it. So being proactive, not reactive. Again, most employees are reactive. Something's messed up, I call my boss. Something's broken, I call the manager. I don't know how to do something, I call the company. But this is learning how to do it yourself, learning how to create systems. And you don't even have to learn how to create systems, literally just plugging into the systems, because the systems are created. So today I was talking with a couple of team members, actually a new team member who's been in about a month, and he has 2 associates, and we've been working with them. One is a young kid, 19, he's motivated, so he's connected, he's coachable, he wants to learn. And the other is a woman, I'd say probably in her 40s, maybe. And she has a corporate job, and she's, what I'm getting is, as I tried to teach and train a little bit, she was hesitating a little bit, or a little bit of pullback or pushback. So, I was able to identify that and then talk to the guy that brought her into the business and explain that we can't make anybody do anything. This is pretty cool, right? This is like the in the Wild West Casino, this is it almost looks like Disney World, kind of. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to talk and walk kind of through this, as you can see it. So if like an antique train goes by and blows the whistle and steam comes out, don't worry about it, because it probably is not going to happen tonight. So anyway, how do you get people to connect? Well, you have to find the reason they're doing this. If someone loves their job, they make a boatload of money and they have all the free time in the world, this is probably not for them. A leveraged business is not for them. But how many people do you know really that their job is secure and they love what they do and they get paid a boatload of money? I mean, not very few. And if they do, and they do get paid a lot of money, then how secure is their job? When are they going to get the tap on the shoulder? As we get older, they want to bring in somebody right out of college that's going to work for half the money that you're willing to work, and you get the tap on the shoulder and say, we no longer need your services. So this is something that you control and own. No one is going to be able to take it away from you. Once you build it, you own it, and you can't get fired, you can't get laid off. they're never going to take it away from you once you build it. But it's like, how do you build it? How do you learn what to do? How do you coach and maintain a team? Essentially, I forget which one of the top leaders said, essentially to make a fortune, to make many millions of dollars, your job or our job is to get a whole bunch of people to do a little bit of work consistently over and over and over and over and over again. So you're literally paid for, tens or 20 or hundreds or thousands of hours that you're not working. So that's leverage time. So you've got to work at the beginning, and as you build a sales and marketing team, now your time is leveraged. So, you might have, let's just say you have, 20 people working 5 hours a week. So 20 times 5, what's that, 100? 20, 40, 60? So you don't have to be that smart to make a lot of money in this business. That's 100 hours. So you're getting paid an extra 100 hours that you are not actually building. You're getting paid that, but you're not actually spending your own time, because you only have 24 hours in a day. We all only have 24 hours in a day. And if we can get paid for hundreds or potentially thousands of hours that we're not working, then we actually get to what's called freedom, which is time and money. And most people never get there because they're too busy working for a living. They are too busy trading their time for money, so they never actually get to be financially free because they're too busy. So I always laugh when someone says, I'm too busy to do this. I laugh and I say, well, you know what? Do you enjoy being too busy? What do you mean, do I enjoy being too busy? Well, you're too busy, right? Yeah, I'm too busy. So, you mean you don't have an extra, 3 to 5 hours a week, around your busy life and your work and your schedule and your family to be able to create a fortune? Well, when you put it like that, but, the reason that you're too busy is because you're trading your time for money. 8 hours worth of work, 8 hours worth of money. 10 hours worth of work, 10 hours worth of money. But when you create a leverage system, you work once and you're paid over and over and over and over and over again. Kind of like, you remember back in the day when they had the payphones, it was 10 cents a minute for a call. If you owned one payphone, you made beer money or coffee money. But if you owned 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 payphones, then you made a fortune. And again, it's leverage. If you own one McDonald's, you're going to make some money. If you own 5 McDonald's, you're going to make a lot more. If you own 100 McDonald's, you're going to make a lot more. So, most people can't even really afford to buy one McDonald's because it's $1 million. So how the heck do you buy 10 McDonald's or 50 McDonald's? And again, most people can't because they don't have the income or the assets to qualify for that kind of franchise business. This is something you can build with sweat equity, basically in your spare time. And as you build it, you create a life of freedom and a life of more than just getting by. So that's our training for today. How do you get people to plug in and be coachable, teachable? First of all, they have to want to, and then if they want to, you have to create systems. In our case, we have the systems. You just get people to plug into those systems. Actually, my conversation today from someone that was going kind of slow, I said, can you just, you spent some money to get involved in this business. Can you give me 15 minutes a week? And she's like, well, sure. How do I do that? I said, I need you to get on one recorded call for 15 minutes a week from a guy that's made, over $10 million in our company. Can you do that? And she says, yeah, I can do that. So then you can build this business because it's a business of belief, you guys. If you believe it works, you'll put in the time to make it work. But if you don't really believe it works, or you don't really believe you can do it, then you're not going to do it because you don't really believe it works, or you don't really believe you can do it. So that's our training for today. I just think this is cool. I don't know what you call this thing. What do you call this thing? It's not like a monorail system for an antique train, is it? It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I would think it was like
a monorail system for an antique train. All right, we're going with that.
Like those old wooden trains.
Exactly. Okay, thanks.
No problem.
So that's what I think this thing is. So it's pretty cool. If if you're a silver miner or a gold miner, I think you could make some money with the gold and silver mining business. But if you don't know where the silver mine is or the gold mine is, it's really inside yourself, and you can go out there and create the life that you want if you want it bad enough. So that's our little training and teaching for today. at Pay Attention Films. And we'll see you all this week. All right, thanks. Thanks for watching, and pay attention for new videos. We upload every week. Visit our website at payattention.biz, www.payattention.biz, and remember to subscribe.